You never know what you'll find in the universe of my mind. Okay, let's try this again. I filmed this before and I was not happy with the results of my filming. I edited the video, but I just wasn't happy enough with it, so I'm going to try again. So here is a quick and easy ghost. It's my take on 2 or 3 of the different types of ghosts that are very popular these days that everybody's making. This is a ornament that you can get from Dollar Tree. That's where I got mine. It's the biggest one that I could find at the time. I've had this for a few years. Anyway, I don't know what happened to the hanger part of it. It did come with it, but I don't know what I did with it. I don't know where it is. But as I found out, because I've made 2 of these so far, and it turns out that it's actually better if you don't have the original hanger on it and you make your own with this, which is what I'm about to do right now. So this is just a piece of wire. I don't know what gauge it is. I don't even know where I got it from. Yeah, so I'm sorry I can't help with that, but basically just a piece of wire. I chose this one because it is both strong and sturdy and holds its shape, but it also is fairly easy to bend and manipulate and stuff. So I did that, and now I'm going to struggle to put it in here. Okay, is that tight and strong enough? I'm not sure on that. So the first one I made did have its original hanger, and I mean it works, but this is actually better because the second one I made didn't have it, and I did what I'm doing right now, except that somehow that one got real strong and this one's not as good and solid in there. I think if I can make that. If you do have trouble with your wire, you can use a tool. So it's supposed to be quick and easy, and it really is, but because I have the camera turned on and because I'm working around a tripod, it's a little bit trickier than I would want it to be. I'm trying to make it go here so that it is that good enough? Yeah, that's probably good enough. Well, maybe I'll try a little bit harder. It's just that I want it to not come out. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna say that's good enough. You can struggle as long as you want to with yours to make it as sturdy as you can. Maybe I will try just a little bit more. This is the trickiest part. Oh yeah, see, that's what I wanted to avoid that. Okay, so I turned the camera off because I was struggling. So the thing is that the ones that come with it, it's kind of like a spring or something, and you kind of works like a brad does in a way, but this, okay, so the issue is that I can't seem to get that where it needs to be. There. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's good. There. Okay. Oops. Well, you want to avoid doing that. Okay, so once you have a hook in there, this part is optional. You can put a light in there. Now these are called balloon lights, and I got them from Wish several years ago. I personally preferred this one because it's just a white light. However, and if you're sensitive to lights, look away now, because this one is kind of like a strobe. It's not strobing exactly, but it flashes different colors. So I wish I had one that stayed solid, and I would like to have a blue one, but I don't. These are my options, and today I'm going to try this one. Now, okay, it doesn't really want to get in there. Well, actually, maybe that's a good thing. Because of my hook, okay, there we go. Oh, but it turned it off. It flicked the switch. So the idea was that you could get it in and out, but because of the way I made my hook on this one, it doesn't do that easily. And it is kind of an annoying thing when you have it hung up, and especially if you have it hung up where you need a stool to get it down. Okay, so I am going to opt to not put a light in this one at all. I actually took it out of the other two I made too, but I just wanted to show you that the option is there if you want it. Then you take your creepy cloth, then you open it up. So yeah, in the original video I recorded, you couldn't really see what I was doing because I wasn't properly in frame. So let's see if I do better this time. Okay, so you just take your creepy cloth and find the middle-ish. It doesn't have to be perfect. See, I was doing it again. Okay, let's do that in frame. Okay, so you take your DIY ornament and you find the middle-ish of your ball, put it on, and it just kind of does that automatically. And then because of where I am, I can't really show you the length of it, but then you can give it more layers. And I recommend doing this because I found out when I was doing the original video like this that the more layers you give it, the better it looks, in my opinion. But doing it this way, you can have the different lengths, so you can have different sized ghosts. Okay, And then once you've done that part, you take whatever you have. If you have vinyl with your special machine, your Cricut or whatever they're called, whatever you have, and you just, I'm using a piece of felt. I don't know if I have a big enough piece though. Yeah, whatever you have. Maybe, I wonder. Yeah, that'll work better. Okay, and then you just cut. You make them whatever size, whatever shape. Okay, and then attach those eyes with double-sided tape or glue, hot glue, whatever you have, whatever you want to use. I'm doing it this way because this way is not permanent, and that way I can reuse my stuff if I want. If I want to use the ornament, or if I want to use the crepey cloth on something else in the future, I can. But in the meantime, I have, in my opinion, an adorable ghost. I don't mean to brag, but I really love these. They're so adorable. I love all the ones that everybody else is creating too. Okay, and also optional is a mouth. So far I have one with a mouth and one without. So again, you can make it with whatever you have, whatever shape or size you want. And I think I'm going to add that because I like it. That piece was bigger than it needed to be. Okay, and then I did have it nearby. So then you can use fishing line, invisible thread, or even a piece of string or whatever to hang it from. Now this is messed up, but okay, there we go. And you can make this as long or as short as you need it to be for wherever you want to hang it. Now I want to hang it in my window. I want to hang the three of them in my window. However, I currently only have one hook to hook them onto, so I currently only have one on there. Okay, so I just put that on, and then I'm going to, I kind of wanted this longer, but oh well, whatever. I'm going to just make some knots. And this stuff, I am assuming it's fishing line. It doesn't like to keep its knots. It doesn't, it's weird stuff. Anyway, so I try to make like 3 or 4 on top of each other, just so that it doesn't come undone. Okay, hopefully that'll stay together, and then you can trim the excess off. I'll just leave it because you don't really see it anyway. And then you go and hang it. And if you did put a light in there, you could use fairy lights or whatever kind of lights you have. If you did, then here, I'll show you with this one. I'm not going to turn it on first though, but if you did have one, and you just put it in, hang it up, you would turn it on, put it in, hang it up, and then when it's time to turn it off, you just take it off your, unhang it, and make it fall out. And there you go. Okay? So there is a quick and easy ghost, and it shouldn't be too expensive either. If you don't have a creepy cloth, you can use cheesecloth or whatever, like, I don't know, maybe you have a handkerchief or something. Whatever you have, just get creative and see what you have and see what you can make. Boom. Okay, this is the first one I made. That's the one I just finished, and that's the one that I made in the first attempt at a video. The only trouble is that they keep turning, so the view from outside, they look like they don't have any faces. This one I didn't give him a mouth, just 2 eyes, but the other 2 have a mouth.